and you were the first one that let Bob Hupp and I. There used to be a teen nightclub in Norfolk. Does anybody remember a teen nightclub called the Village? Does anybody remember that back in the late 50s, before anybody had teen nightclubs? And that's where Don Soul and the Brones and everybody was playing there. Dave Eaker and you guys, it was great. And Bob Hupp and I rode up on our bikes one night, and right down in front, and Johnny Lawler, our coach later, was the bouncer. And Dick came out, and Dick said, let these guys in, and they stand right by the door, and they come in. We were only 12 or 13 years old, and we got to come in and experience live music. It was later we found out about sex, but music first.
That was a long time ago.
Music first. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together, please, for the Allison Brothers Band.
Yeah! All right, man!
And against us 1978, we were having a whole lot of
to his doom. And I stood up to say goodbye like all the rest.
Dallas, Texas, come away from Norfolk, Nebraska.
That's a grand old Fort Worth.
That was awesome!
I had to do a little cheating.
We're gonna go back. Anybody remember Conway Twitty?
Oh yeah!
Hey, I think he did.
Yeah, you know, right?
Yeah, Conway recorded this. And I'm gonna give it my shot. It's called It's Only Make Believe.
Did you tell him to name a song? No, I wasn't paying attention. And I never did in 70, 80. That's why you kicked my ass out of the band.
He just never listened. People see us everywhere. They think you really care. But myself, I can't deceive. I know it's only make-believe. Our only prayer is that someday you care. My hopes and my dreams come true. My one and only you. No one will ever know how much I love you so. You give me, but gift for you. My heart's a wedding ring. My all, my everything. My heart I can't control. You rule my very soul. My only prayer will be someday you'll care for me, but it's only
Jim Reeves. It's one of my favorites. We played back in the 70s together for about 9 years or so. Bob Allison doing Four Walls.
Yeah!
Nick Hitchcock to do the lead-off for us.
You're drawn like a moth to the flame. Your life of like heaven. So I'm walking the floor. I listen for steps in the hallway and wait for your knock on my door.
Let's keep him at the microphone. We're gonna work you, pal. You gotta work tonight. And Hank Williams did this along. In fact, I think this one was his first hit. Wasn't it? Way back when. Way back when. Your cheating heart.
The cheating heart will make you weep. You'll cry, cry, and try to sleep. But sleep won't come the whole night through. The cheating heart will tell on you. Yeah. Here it comes down, I call it rain. You toss around and call my name. You're gonna walk the floor
Hey, thank you finally for the clap. Now pass it on. Hey, Bobby, you got to do one more. Okay.
It's a song about flowers. Remember that one?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, hey.
Y'all remember the Statler brothers, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Count those flowers on the wall now.
Little thing called the Bay Roses. I hope you like it.
Think about the roses.
Call the scarlet woman by the people would go to church and left me in the street with no parents of her own. She never had a home, and an 18-year-old kid has got to live. Well, they found me outside in the morning, begging money from a man I didn't know. Took me in and washed away my childhood. From life's bramble blues, I picked a rose. Bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I live in, it's the only kind of life I understand. Handsome, young and only 35. I know, and in the town they're very few. She managed to live in business like most of the town they could do. She learned all there was to really know. A woman not approved of, I suppose. I think I really love her. From life and the bush I picked the rose. Red roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. Red roses that I'm living is the only kind of life I understand. Bed of roses that I lay on, where I was taught to be a man. This bed of roses that I lay is the only kind of life I understand.
Thank you.
Guys, that wore me out. I'm going to slow it down. Can I take this microphone off the stand?
George Jones? Yeah, I get
And some may know, some may not know, that a couple years ago, Mr. Dick Allison toured on the road with Grand Ole Opry with this guy that wrote this song, Mr. George Jones. He'll tell you the stories afterwards, but they're classic, or he may not. But George Jones, he stopped loving her today.
He said I love you till I die. Oh, you'll forget time. And as the years went slowly by, she still prayed about his mind. He kept her picture on his wall. Crazy now and then. He kept running through my mind. This time, she's over it for good. He stopped loving her today.
Sweet. Sounds the Allison brothers. How about a hand? Come on. We'd like to take just a couple minutes because you're having fun dancing, but we'd like to take a couple minutes to honor these guys right now. And I honor you every time you sit in with me anywhere. I love these guys so much, and I got to tell you, when I was a kid, and you know, you guys worked for your dad, and he had the garbage route in our neighborhood, and he'd come through our alley, and we knew what day he was coming. We'd all go out by the alley that day, and here'd come the truck, and one of these guys would be throwing, and the other one would be up on the truck playing the guitar, singing. That was the only live entertainment we ever got in our neighborhood. And
there goes that garbage everywhere.
We loved it, man. You were there. Now I'd like to.
We had some stinky guitars.
You guys played stinky guitar, man. It stank. It was great. I'd like to have Amy Casey come out here and help me with a little bit. You gotta have more than two. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the Allison Brothers Band. They began as a family band around 1950, I think before 1950.
Won the radio talent contest in the Rialto Theater.
You guys won the radio contest.
Right, with Bud Van Fleet and Billy Legate. Who else did we have? There was a lot of us on there, I'll tell you. Jimmy Morgan, I don't know if you remember.
I sure do remember Jimmy Morgan's show. You bet I do. We listened on the radio.
And we used to have fun.
He was great. And, you know, these guys, their brother Chuck, who's passed away, was, and their father, they were also musicians. And their father was did your dad play steel guitar? Another steel guitar player, and Chuck was a guitar player. And I don't know if Dick, you started out on guitar maybe first, but he switched to bass.
Well, yeah, we had an old bass player in the band. Her dad did. And he got drunk every time they played, and he said, "Dick, you're going to play bass." So he ordered me a string bass, stand-up bass, from Sears and Roebuck.
By golly, and it was.
And I sat in front of the radio and played records for about a week. Tried to figure it out. About 2 weeks later, I was playing in the band.
Well, I can tell you this, that Dick's already inducted into the Nebraska Music Hall of Fame. So is Glen Stone, and so is Mike Semrad. I believe Nick Leland is too. We're getting you in for the first time. How do we miss you on the
Let's
first time
give Jim
around?
a big round of applause for bringing the country show tonight. The country. And thank you.
And Bob put on shows out, of course, the Granada Theater, which was a legendary thing we wish we still had in the Norfolk City Auditorium when it used to be a city auditorium,
right,
before it became a gymnastics center.
Yeah.
And but they were some of the best shows. I think I opened up a show for the Oak Ridge Boys for you guys down there.
Joe Hupp's here tonight somewhere. I don't know where Joey is, but Joey worked for Halsey.
Joe Hupp did, yeah.
He called me up one day and he says, "Bob," he says, "you ought to get these guys up there." They had an album, "Y'all Come Back Saloon," and I done told him I'd sell them for $5,000. I bought the Oak Ridge Boys. Can you?
Boy, that was a deal. I bet Divots. I bet they wish they'd get him out here for $5. But these guys have been doing things in music for so long, and they back in the day, a guy who I didn't, Dick, you took over for Tex McCrae.
Yeah.
And Dad Parker, got to mention Dad Parker on the fiddle.
He played fiddle.
78 years old.
My gosh, he was really something. And I got to tell you, Dick at one point in the late 50s, very early 60s, I guess, late 50s, went on the road with the Grand Ole Opry Show. And there's nothing more fun than having a few drinks and sitting around and have him tell us some stuff about George Jones. Stuff you wouldn't believe that we can't talk about in public, but we do in private.
Yeah, right.
And great stories. And the band formed back in 1970, the actual Allison Brothers band later, the second bunch. They had Mr. Larry Porky Young on drums at the time right here. Glen Stone on the drums, Mike Semrad on guitar, and
Dick played bass.
we've got George Bryan tonight, and with us from Omaha, and Nick Leland. And don't forget about Dick Hitchcock. You can call him Hitch.
Sometimes he sits over there and falls asleep. You got to keep an eye on him.
But these guys played as a band up into the 1980s, and they opened shows for a lot of people. Also, we got to mention Dan Witt was in that band. And right now, I'd like to get this part of it over with. And if Amy, if you would step out here, please, and help us. Don't get too close to Bob. He gets a little loose there.
Roman hands and Russian fingers. What? News to me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like you to get some pictures too of this. Would you accompany Larry Young up here?
Come on, buddy.
His nickname used to be Porky.
You hop behind you.
I'm not. I don't know, but you're looking good now, man. You're in shape. Ladies and gentlemen, with the Allison Brothers Band inducted into the Nebraska Music Hall of Fame, Mr. Porky Young, Larry. And right behind me, a guy who's one of my best friends, and I get the pleasure of playing with him in the smoke ring, Mr. Mike Semrad. All right, you're welcome. Over on steel guitar, a guy who we finally got into the recording studio here a couple months ago and started using him, and man, he's really good. And we got him. He's going to be you're on my next album, by the way. We've already got that recorded. But a great steel player and a great guy. Plays the heck out of the guitar to Mr. Dick Hitchcock. Mr. Hotchkick. Dick Hitchcock. I'm going to walk over here. And I'm going to hug you. He's a big chump.
I'm talking now.
How about Bosco?
Hey.
You're welcome. On the drums back here, a guy I've known for a long, long time. He's also in the Nebraska Music Hall of Fame already with, as the drummer for Don Soul and the Roadrunners. Traveled all over the country with him. A great drummer and a great friend of mine. He used to run me out of his neighborhood up on 4th Street by Eaker's grocery store. Anytime I got my bicycle up there, him and his neighborhood toughs would run me out. And I'm just going to take this up to you, unless you want to walk down and get it, Stoney. We got to get your picture. Mr. Glen Stone. Well, all right, I've got two more up here, and these are two of the main cogs in the Allison Brother Band, and two guys I've loved for a long time, and I respect them with all kinds. And right now, I would the tallest one, and he's actually maybe the youngest looking one of all of us, but he's the oldest. I had to say that, Mr. Bob Allison. Let's get behind.
Hey, this is a great big honor, I'll tell you, to be with Jim and everybody here tonight, because we've been picking around here for a long time and nothing ever happened. You know, Jim moved to Nashville, of course. He was down there where all the music is, and but we've had a lot of fun, and I really appreciate this. I'm gonna hang it on my office wall.
All right.
Because I'll tell you what, I appreciate all you guys, and we've had a lot of fun. Our original band was Glen, Mike, and Dick and I. And we played all over the country and went down the road a lot and had a lot of stories to tell, I'll tell you. A lot of them you probably wouldn't want to hear, but anyway, we did. And thank you, Jim. And thank you. Thanks, everybody, too. You bet. I hope you enjoyed it.
You guys sound fantastic tonight. Really appreciate it. Sounding great. You didn't get one? He needs another picture of Bob. Okay, come on, Bob. Grab your thing over there.
You need to hold it up.
Hold it up. Hold it up right there.
Yeah, we better do that. I know, that's the first award I've ever got.
With Jim. There you go.
There.
That's the one. There you go now. All right.
Yeah, I deserved a lot of them, but I never got them.
You deserved a lot of them. I had, at one of those awards, they announced me as, they were announcing the songwriter, Dickie Lee, and I think all the people he'd written number ones with. And he said, another guy I've written number ones with is Jim Casey. And I was in the audience there at the table during this honor thing. And he said, except they just haven't recorded them yet. So I guess that's an honor. I'm tickled with that. We've got another guy here who's the giant of the bunch, who I love a lot, and the guy who always, if I'm imitating him, I always go, hey, will you sit in tonight with us? Will you sing? No, I don't think. Don't, come on up here. 1, 2, 3, go! He's at it. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Dick Allison.
Hey! There he is.
Hold it up now.
Right here.
Woo! All right. Whoa. Speak.
Well, hey, folks, what about one more? Would you like to hear another good one? We're so tickled that you came out to honor these guys tonight, and they shared their music. You sound good as ever, and I think you got something kind of hot tempo, don't you?
I think so.
Let me get off here, and ladies and gentlemen, the Allison Brothers Band. Hey!
Wish I was on Rocky Top Tower, Tennessee Hill. Ain't no smog or smoke on Rocky Top, ain't no telephone bill. Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Rocky Top, Tennessee. Thank you. God bless y'all.
Thank you much.
The Allison Brothers Band, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much.